Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we'll take a look at how the Baltimore Bridge collapse could be affecting Kentucky. Plus, one program in eastern Kentucky is giving troubled children a chance to refocus.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche, and it is 6 a.m. on March 29th, 2024. Let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Madison. Good morning, everyone. Got some cloud cover issues just north of Hazard up through Jackson, but overall it's quickly passing through. We end up with a lot of sunshine today, 37 as we get you out the door here on this Good Friday morning. And yes, a beautiful day to wrap up this week, getting into the holiday weekend with a shower threat. Basically, 64 points north for tomorrow. We all have a shower threat on Easter Sunday, but it's not a washout. And like Cam alluded to last night, let's keep an eye on Tuesday of next week for a strong to severe weather threat. Temperature-wise, with the cloud cover issues coming in from the north and northwest, a little bit milder. Look at Louisville at 50. As you make your way from Harlan to Jonesville, 34 and 28 respectively. Here are some of those clouds coming in from the north and west. Bit of a boundary evolving here. We're going to keep it dry today, but there is that shower risk from 64 points north for tomorrow. A lot of sunshine for the rest of us, though, and a forecast high in Hazard today up to 68. More about the holiday weekend forecast in just a few moments. Madison?
Tim, thank you. The collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore ended in loss of life and a search that continues. As officials continue to assess the collateral damage of the collapse, one factor may have a direct impact on folks in our region. I am about to explain more on the economic impact this disaster may have on farmers. In 2021, the U.S. Department of Transportation ranked the Port of Baltimore as 17th out of the top 50 U.S. water ports by tonnage, with more than 37 million tons moving through the port. One of the major exports being more than 1 million tons of roll-on, roll-off cargo that includes farm equipment.
That's not just cars, by the way. That also includes a lot of farm equipment, which is a very important export for the American economy.
The American Farm Bureau Federation economist Danny Munch says, in part, quote, "The global freight network has become accustomed to uncertain shipping conditions, however, allowing it to adapt effectively to such situations." Perry County Extension Services agent Charles May says eastern Kentucky is not exempt from the possible impact.
It's probably at some point, its parts and things are going to be hard to get, and even the tractor itself. I know John Deere and probably one of our other local dealers here, their equipment probably comes into that port.
May says following COVID, there were inventory issues, but he does not anticipate things to reach that level.
How this disaster is going to affect that, I guess it's yet to be seen, but probably at the very least they're going to have to use other ports to get this product, farming equipment and things to the farmers.
He adds parts for different machinery may be delayed due to this situation as well. The National Transportation Safety Board continues to investigate the moments that led up to the cargo ship crashing into and ultimately destroying the bridge. Laurel County Police have partnered with a business in the area to promote a program helping kids. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us about the program.
The planning began at a martial arts studio.
You know, there's not a lot of stuff the youth can do if they have any issues or they get in any kind of trouble. It's juvie, or there's not really a lot of prevention plans there.
Byerly and others became interested in a national program called Police Activities League. The program gives kids the opportunity to refocus themselves, and Byerly finds their studio to be a good place for that.
You know, martial arts, it teaches a lot of discipline, a lot of focus. It help, later on in life, gives you some key values to life.
Surrounding police agencies have partnered with London Martial Arts.
We have a lot of police officers that train in here too, so as they're training, they're going to be interacting with the police officers.
The program can give kids a more positive look at law enforcement.
We see people on their worst days, and a lot of times kids are involved in seeing that or something that they've witnessed, or and it may be something that they've gotten in trouble with and they're experiencing us in that manner, and we really want to reinforce that, you know, we're here for them.
Daugherty says they want to make sure they are doing their part in helping kids. In Laurel County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Daugherty also says people can get involved with the program through contacting London Martial Arts. The city of Williamsburg is gearing up for its spring cleaning in April. The city will host a total of 4 cleanup weeks for 2 parts of the city. Folks living in the city can throw out any unwanted items from their home. Sanitation and Streets Supervisor Cecil Powers says they will pick up just about anything, including brush from trees.
Over the winter, all the tree limbs and stuff that fell out, the windstorms, whatever, leaves, that stuff's free too. I mean, that's free year round to get rid of brush, but we'll actually come and get it during spring cleanup, which is all of April. We pick up everything except for tires, batteries, and shingles. We'll pick up furniture like mattresses, couches, anything like that, as long as it's wrapped.
Powers says this is a great chance for folks living in the city to help clean it up, making it a more desirable place to live. The city of Corbin is seeing success in its annual restaurant week. This year, 14 restaurants are participating, showing off unique dishes. Corbin Tourism Executive Director Maggie Mulholland says while this is not a competition, this is a great way to kick off their busy spring season of activities.
It's been really fun, very busy all week with people coming into different locations that they've never been into before to try different dishes and spend time with friends and family and be social. It's really been awesome to see the participation by the community.
Restaurant week ends for the city on Saturday. Mulholland adds this event helps with their goals of promoting the city as a foodie destination.
Foodie destinations sound awesome, right? All right, let's get you some sunshine today. That would be awesome, right? We'll all get the sunshine, just a matter of cloud cover, and we'll show you in a moment in the satellite weather composite. The cloud cover helping to keep our temperatures warmer across our northern counties this morning versus those of you in Manchester at 31, Jonesville at 28. Here are the clouds trying to spill on into the heart of Perry County. Yeah, a few cloud cover issues this morning. I think, though, for most of the day, we're going to end up being mostly sunny. And don't worry if you're watching from Moorhead and Ashland, this action right through here, not hitting the ground. It's a composite image too, so it's kind of smoothed out. Don't want to get into the nitty-gritty details. We don't have enough time, but just keep in mind that as we head through tomorrow, this is the area that we would see the risk of a shower as we head through your Saturday. In the meantime, we get you out the door for your Friday, and on this Good Friday, beautiful, lots of sunshine. And a forecast high today in Hazard up to 68. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast through the holiday weekend and a concern about next week. That's coming up in a few moments. Madison?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. When we return, the presidential race continues to heat up as the fundraising gap widens between the two parties.